I honestly think it's good to just record and get some thoughts out of your head, if nothing else, man. So, tough Saturday.
5 check.
I mean, wow, dude. All right. Well, welcome to District Gooner Pod. It's your 2 favorite DC Gooners. Steven, what episode is this?
15? We actually made it to 15. All right.
Episode 15, District Gooner Pod. The Arsenal have just finished losing 1-0 to Newcastle away at St. James Park. Lot to unpack. Where do you want to start?
I say we go through this game. I think it was an eventful game, very eventful. Chance-wise, not a ton, but there was a ton of events in this game to go over. From the start, from the offset of this game, man. You could tell everybody was kind of buzzing. Obviously, St. James Park, loud, buzzing throughout. I guess start off with the lineup, man. Kind of a tough look. You texted each other before the game. Bench looked light. Odegaard out, of course. I think that's a big item to highlight. Ouch. Don't know how long he's going to be out for. I don't even know what happened to him exactly. Form's been off the last few weeks, so recover well, captain. But I'll throw it back to you. I guess beginning of the game, did you have any feelings?
Well, the game started, and I was kind of excited to just see Benny Blanco with regular hair. I appreciated the nod from him. That's I don't know. Just right after the own goal, just feeling himself and checking his own vibe for a second. I'm like, whoa. Who am I? So that was fun. But also, I just felt this was the first time, and this is now game 11, right? So we played half of the teams in this league, and Newcastle away, I felt a little iffy when I saw the lineup. Jorginho, again, this pivot.
Yes.
Again, this is now the 3rd game in a row that I've seen this. And I'm starting to wonder, will we see that again? Because this is another game. It's rainy again. And, dude, when it's rainy, that's just not favorable to this person. And to be fair to him, I don't think he had a terrible performance, and we'll get to him because he got a little slap in the back of the head, actually. But I don't want to see the pivot because the performance just really lived up to what I expected, which is that this is not gonna go our way. I feel like today.
Gotcha. I'm with you there. The lineup came out. I also had one of the first times confidence not super high. Jorginho starting this before I knew Odegaard was out. It's like, man, again with this guy. You know, I think we've had this tough couple run the last few games. Haven't looked great. Midfield hasn't been on top of it. And seeing Jorginho there, man, I think we could do better than that. But start of the game, on fire. I think both teams, absolutely on fire. Havertz was doing the Odegaard thing. He was on the press. I actually thought Havertz had a pretty decent game. He seemed much livelier than he's looked in the midfield. I don't know if it's because he's playing off the right. He just looks so much more lively. So the first part of the game, I think he was kind of my standout. I was noticing him a lot, which is good. He was really pressing, so his work rate was great. Do you have any moments from the beginning of the game?
beginning of the game, first 10 minutes, it was tight. There was one moment in particular that stood out, which was William Saliba went up for a 50-50 against Joelinton, and it was clean. There was nothing that I felt that was dirty about it. It was just a clean 50-50, two big guys going up for it. Just a body check 10 minutes into the game. Good to see, something we haven't seen. And to piggyback on Kai Havertz's performance, I think 30 minutes in, Kai Havertz, welcome to Arsenal Football Club. We have not had someone like that like Dan Burn, he's just holding his back. Apparently holding your back means that you can just tackle the player as many times as you want and get away with it. So Havertz just reminds him that, hey, I'm here too. And so overall, I just felt like we were up for it. Physically saying that, oh, you guys are going to try to throw your challenges around and get the crowd behind you. Like, hey, we're here too. Like, dude, 2 6'4" guys, okay? Just remember, they're both on the squad.
Yeah. Dog, you hitting it right now. You on the good stuff. I'm looking at my notes here. This is like, you're saying exactly kind of my thought process, I think. So one of my first notes is, ref is in the Newcastle pockets. He seems intimidated. St. James Park, man. You know how it is. Rowdy crowd. Their team's very physical. They're obviously up for it. They're putting in tackles on us that are, some of them I think they were getting away with. And it's also those just the little dirty ones, through the back and stuff. There's no chance they're winning the ball, but they're cleaning us out through the back. Like, I don't like that. 14-minute, I said Joelinton needs a yellow. Seems like he's being reckless. And what I meant was he needs a yellow. I was thinking an Arsenal player needs to keep going at him because he's asking for a yellow. He's going in reckless already. He's asking for it. The Saliba challenge, I love that. Kind of, Saliba obviously got the better of him there. That's a 50-50 challenge. There was nothing dirty from either player. But the fact that Saliba got the better of him, loved it. Saka had taken 2 dirty ones, 2 kind of nasty ones. The last foul on Saka, Dan Burn goes through the back of him. Arsenal players kind of go up to the ref like, hey, we're here. Like, why aren't we getting anything? Next challenge put in, Kai Havertz. Boom. When that first happened, though, yo, I thought it was a red. No lie.
Did you think so?
No.
Did you think so?
The way he flew in, I thought it was reckless as hell. It's like, damn. And then they played the replay, and on the replay, it wasn't even like orange, not something you have to question. It's a yellow card. It's absolutely yellow, but respect to him, man. I'll take that every day. An Arsenal yellow for 3 Newcastle yellows, I'll take that. That's a good return. That's good ROI.
Yeah, I think 4, dude. I think 4 of them maybe got a yellow. Oh, I guess it involved 4 yellows. But no, 3 of them. It was amazing. And I like that from the referee. The referee, to be fair to him, look, today my issue is with VAR. No surprise. Like, once again, I'm just waiting for the BGMOL apology to hit. So we'll see. But dude, so the ref, he wasn't too bad. Personally, I think his on-field stuff, it was okay. There were a lot of 50-50s, but there were a couple because, I don't know, man. It's just you know what to expect though going there. So, but it's gross. The Dan Burn ones, I'm just so disgusted that he gets to do that twice and nothing. So, and then the only other thing that kind of stood out to me first half was I think Martinelli had a shot at the end where he cut in and had a good chance.
So right before the chance, Jorginho, elbow, back of his head.
Oh.
Bruno. Give me a take on that. I think it's easy.
That's a red card.
That's a red card.
Why do we have...
That's a red card.
Are you kidding me? That's a red card, dude.
He's out there in front of God and everybody, sticking his arm through the back of someone's head. You can see it on his face. Absolute intent there. The intent is 100% there. And I understand why the ref missed it, because Jorginho receives the ball, plays it. It's probably like, 2 seconds later, then he gets an elbow to the... So the ref's turned. I understand that. But that's why we have cameras. and we have VAR involved. So when someone commits a crime on the field,
cynical, dude.
That's it. The intent was there. You can see it on his face when he goes through the back of him, elbow, forearm to the back of his head.
Just before that, he lashes out at another Arsenal player. I think there's a tackle.
Oh, the tackle, yeah.
So
yeah, it almost looked like a
two-footer. Just late for another thing and adds up onto. So it's just like, what are you watching, dude?
I don't understand for the life of me how you can look at that as a referee. And then, so we watch through Peacock, Rebecca, she reads out the law. And it's like verbatim. It's like verbatim what we watched. So what rules are we enforcing? Like we talked about the keeper one a couple weeks ago. Sanchez coming out for a ball. Like, okay, I thought that was a pen, but I guess you can get some interpretation in there. No, this is by the rules of the game. It's written out. He deliberately sticks his elbow into his head. Like, come on. That's a red card. Absolutely.
It's so easy. It's gross how easy it is. What I think to just call out, so Zinchenko did not get the start.
No.
Tommy was in. I was very happy to see Tommy in. He's had a good couple of games for the squad. And I thought he had a good game. I did wonder though, man, just before is there anything else you got on the first half that you want to talk about?
No. The next thing after Jorginho getting fouled was Martinelli chance, which you covered, and then there was a moment right before the end of the half when Rice stood up to Bruno, which I wanted to point out. So you talking about Kai putting his body on the line, being that squad player. Rice doing the same thing. Bruno's mouthing off, gets right into his face. Love it. Love to see it. That's all I got. Where were you?
Yeah, I lost it. I should have kept flowing before I punted it over there, but that's okay, dude. Oh, I was on Tommy, and I was saying, okay, so the thing about the starting line, when I found out that Odegaard wasn't fit, I guess I questioned, why couldn't Rice play 6 and Zinchenko play the 8? I actually get that Havertz plays on the other side. That's totally cool with me because I don't think Vieira has a good game.
No.
But so that was a thought I had just pregame. Why not Zinchenko play in the middle? And just put Rice at 6, please.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so tired of it, man.
Yeah. Rice at 6 for me. I don't know. I know we watched separately, but man, some of these thoughts, man. I think we are right here because my halftime notes. The only note I have for a possible change is I said Jorginho seems likely. I would love to see Rice to the 6 and Zinchenko on the left 8.
Nice.
That's the move. Like, to me, I think that is the move. Zinchenko, great on the ball, technically, can hold it up for us.
What's going on? In classic District Gooner fashion, bro. But this is something different than usual.
Okay, I hope everybody's safe. But yeah, at halftime, we're seeing basically the exact same way. That was my thought with the potential sub. But the real significant thought of the first half was, man, we really stood up for ourselves. Newcastle had a game plan of being physical. We matched it. We're not that old Arsenal team. We are not. We have individuals that will stick up for the team, that are going to commit their own fouls, right? We have that side to us too. We got the big boys in the back. They're not going to be bullied at all. So I was proud of the way we played, I think, the first half.
Yeah, and then on to the second half, dude. Early on, I don't know, it felt more or less the same. It was a very tight game, to be fair, but then, they get a little breakthrough on the side. It goes out to Joe Willock, the Arsenal boy, has subbed on, and he just, in Arsenal fashion, puts in a good hustle, gets to the ball, whips it in. It looks like Gabriel gets shoved in the back with 2 arms, and then the ball falls to Gordon, and he puts it in, down 1-0. I just felt like that at that point, like, be great if we can get 1 point today.
Agreed. Do you think the goal should have stood?
No.
On which point?
On which point?
Yeah, on which point don't you think it should have stood?
For me, I think Gabriel's a little soft. It looks a little wonky. But also, it's very clear there's 2 arms in his back.
2 arms straight.
So that's a foul. Like, that's just a foul. Anywhere that's a foul, that's a foul. So, on that point, easy. On the other point, I'm not sure if the ball was out of bounds or not. There's talk that it was out of bounds by a good bit.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about the offside thing. Whenever we're talking about offside, it's like, who cares? There's 2 clear stuff that's happened. Why are you talking about offside? We're trying to, like, go in deep into the... Now we're going into the rules. How about the rule where the guy gets clobbered in the back of the head, and that's a red card?
Yep. I'll talk first about the goal, because I think we made some mistakes to allow even for that chance to happen, to be honest with you. So Joe Willett crosses it. It ends up going to Anthony Gordon. This is the second time I've seen Ben White not go out to a ball because he thinks it's out. Tottenham.
Yes.
Madison spins Saka, stays by the 6 until it's too late. Madison's already coming in. He lets him into the 18. They score. Ben White, like, I don't know what he's doing there. I really don't know. He's standing
Get out there, young man.
Saliba's even said something to him like, go. He allowed Anthony Gordon to then dribble into our 18. That's not good enough. That is absolutely not good enough. Raya kind of wafts at that ball also, man. That ball comes in. He didn't come close to it. He waffed on that.
Not great. That wasn't great.
So not great. Now, to go to the decisions, I've seen some stuff already posted on the social. Ball's out of bounds. They're using some of that World Cup technology. Ball was out. And it almost looks like a line could fit in between. And by what I mean by line is like at the actual touch line. So what we're talking, a couple inches, 3-inch line, I guess. It could probably fit in between the ball and the actual line. So linesman, I don't know what you're doing. You have one job. Okay. VAR, I don't know why we can't get an angle or anything to make it definitive. But also it's a foul. Could you imagine if Eddie put his 2 hands in the back of Fabian Schär and he goes down? Can you imagine that? It's a foul. It's a foul, man.
It's a foul, dude. Yes, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I guess I'm just reading the socials and the manager is pretty upset.
Ooh-wee. His after the match press, good.
You watched it?
Yeah. He came in hot. He said, this is embarrassing. Like, this is embarrassing. We come out here every week. We put in all of this work, and this is what we get. We play a great game. He gave Newcastle credit, great team. But the results are decided based on decisions, and decisions that aren't correct. It's embarrassing. There's too much at stake, is what he said, and I agree with him. There's a lot of money at stake, players' careers, things like that. And, I mean, I'll go back to that red card. I don't know how anything could be more blatant than that. I really don't.
Yeah, I'm quoting Mikel right here. He said, "It was embarrassing what happened and how the goal stands. I've had 20 years in this country, and now I feel ashamed. It is an absolute disgrace."
Ooh. Let him know. Let him know, manager.
So, this 20 years part and feeling ashamed says a lot. It's like, I've seen it as a player. I've seen it as an assistant. I'm seeing it as a manager. And it's just like, dude, we have eyes.
Yeah.
Like, what do you... we're seeing the same thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is. And there's a lot of people in response to that saying, what about the Kai Havertz tackle? That tackle is not a red.
No, not even close, dude. Not even... It's a yellow. It's definitely a yellow. Why would you think that's a red card?
The back of his foot is what gets his standing
trailing
foot
leg.
and
trailing
it's
leg.
Down.
Yep.
Like...
It's not even close, man.
Was it rushed at? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Was there a little bit of a sauce into it? Maybe it was a little spicy.
but you're also asking for it when you're not giving cards for these other tackles. You're asking for it.
That's poor game management.
Yes, because you have to expect retaliation. You do at some point. I think that's something we haven't had in the last few years as Arsenal fans. The retaliation factor of we're getting beat up. Who's protecting who? Like, why aren't we having anyone protect? We got Kai Havertz. I love you for that.
Dude,
I respect the hustle, man.
He puts that in, and I'm just thinking, Martin Odegaard would never. Saka gets battered on that side, game after game after game.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, someone's like, dude, that's enough, man. He saw it twice, and he said, not on my side, bro. I'm here, too.
I'm also with Ben White. I was kind of disappointed. Anthony Gordon, that's a great opportunity to put him on the floor. No lie. Like, just give him a hard foul. Protect our player. Like, let them know. I think there's other players putting in tackles. I'm surprised Ben White isn't one of them, to be honest with you. Maybe I'm overlooking because I'm frustrated with him on the goal. But I didn't think he had a very good game, and I wasn't surprised he was subbed out, to be honest with you. I wasn't surprised.
Let's go there, right? So then another substitution's made from Arsenal. Zinchenko comes in. What other subs did we make today?
Trossard came on for Eddie. Fabio came on for Jorginho. Trossard, I guess, gave us some. Fabio, I'm not too happy with him either. This was not the game for him, man. It's too physical out there. The last pass of the game that he made out to Rice.
I'm worried about the last pass.
What are we doing, bro?
That's the kind of pass that under this manager, that's not like his image.
No.
In Mikel's mind. Like that's Fabio. That pass, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see him again for like some time. Dude.
I don't know if that's true because that bench is looking thin right now. It is looking thin. No Smith Rowe, no Odegaard. That's two central mids out.
Well, we just gotta get through this little period. There's just one game, right? And then it's a little national break, I think. Oh no. No, it's Sevilla and it's Burnley. Wow, Burnley. But the new fashion Burnley. Probably not as bruising as the old Burnley.
So, after the game, how would you, if you had to summarize the game, I guess how you feel after the game, how would you, let me know how you feel.
I was upset after the game. And also, I just felt like it was kind of written going into it today. With all the injuries, I was very annoyed with the commentator that wasn't Peter Drury, that other guy who I'm not even bothered by, but wow, dude. He was so one-sided. He was so annoying. He was so just Newcastle. So I just felt like it was written. And like I said, honestly, it got to the 80th minute and I was thinking, because towards the end there was a period where we got a lot of corners, and I was just thinking, just get one point today, and it's great. It felt like here's an undefeated. After the game, another worrying thing for me is that now it's 2 back-to-back losses.
Yep.
And this squad has had a tendency in the past, right? 2 becomes 3, maybe 3 becomes 4, and now suddenly it's just like, can we break this trend? So I'm a little worried. I don't want it to become trend. I think Sevilla at home should be okay to put us
back on track.
But I'm just sad and disappointed a little bit, and not feeling great about the depth a little bit.
Gotcha. I really think we played well. I respect the performance. I think the team played well. And like I said at halftime, I think I'm proud of the way they played. It's something I'm not used to seeing from us, and I'm proud of that. I liked it. But if I had to use one word, and I hate to do this, I really do. I don't like to make anything about refereeing, because that's when the game's taken out of your hands. But I do feel cheated after this. I think cheated would be the word I would use. So, an obvious red card, missed. All right, play on. But the goal, I don't see the goal either. I really don't understand how that stood. So I just feel kind of cheated by the game because the performance was great, and I hope the team can. You're talking about we don't slide. I hope they can appreciate their performance because it was a good game. It was a really good game, to be fair. It was action packed, not a lot of chances, but there was so much going on. It's a fair game. A point would have been nice. But yeah, those corners weren't great to end the game.
Not
to
potentially
potentially
a lot of
give
great
us the point.
corners, dude. And the last 15 minutes, the way they were defending and the way that they were sitting in, it was as if it was literally like a Champions League final match for them. So credit to them too. They were hard to break down, and it's hard with games like this. You do need a little bit of quality to get over the line. And I have to say, dude, where was Eddie today? I get it. Hat-trick hero. Great performance. Loved it. Loved the energy, dude. Just keep that same energy, bro. Another game. Big center backs. Not a lot of joy.
No.
I don't know. I wasn't too pleased with his performance personally. I think defensively it's great. He works very hard. But games like this, someone should just keep that ball a little bit higher up the pitch. Help us a little bit. Be a little stronger on the ball. Just not there. Just not there yet.
Yeah. We try to gas Eddie up on the pod. We try to gas him up, and I know he put in the hat trick, but my stock's been kind of low on him lately. No lie. I don't think he had a great game. Big center backs, I don't know. Did Arteta get it wrong? Put Kai Havertz up top instead? I don't think so. After this man just had a hat trick, you got to play him, but didn't have much joy today. He was working, I will say that, but I think he let us down in moments. So he did let us down a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, it sucks because it was his 100th game, too, for the Arsenal. Same with Benny Blanco. It was his 100th game, too. So yeah,
I've said a few. So Ben White. I don't think he had a good game. I was disappointed with him today. The rest of the back line, I was happy with. I think Saliba did great. Gabriel had a nice battle with Callum Wilson. I think he showed out. And then Tommy, good game.
Tommy had a good game, yeah.
Center mids, Jorginho, he did okay. I guess he didn't do bad. I would just think we could see more if Rice was there. Rice had a good game. I think Havertz had a good game. The front three, none of them really had a great game, man.
No, this Saka, he doesn't have great games against Stanford. To be fair, he's
weird,
weird, right? He's just these magpies. They bite. So, and Martinelli, I felt like, honestly, 15 minutes into the game, my dog Chicha had a huge accident, so I had to just run out there and try to clean some stuff up. So I was only listening. And I think I heard the commentator say, 15, 20 minutes in, that this is the first time we're mentioning Martinelli.
They did.
Just not great. Wasn't getting on the ball. And I guess that's part of, when Zinchenko came on, I did feel like the passing range is just a little different. The passing range is different.
Yeah. He's able to swing the ball out. Nice and easy. But front three, man, tough game. None of them. Yeah. I feel like we're on our heels a lot, too. I mean, seemed like there was balls coming into the box. I'm thinking, we're going to challenge for it. And that one for Saka, I hit it first time. And then he took the touch, and the guy came back and hit it out for a... It seemed like we were on our heels quite a few times, which I thought was weird. Instead of going winning balls, taking the first directness, I guess, just taking it directly to goal. But hey, I'm happy with the performance overall. Just a couple items that caught the eye.
All right. Well, that is the game. That's part one, and we're gonna take a break because honestly, this day I need to chill. I'm very upset, and then tomorrow we'll pick back up second part and knock out with maybe some questions. There's been a lot happening that we have to talk about. There's the Sheffield United reaction, some stuff happening at the West Ham, the Carabao Cup. I want to hear your perspective on that. Lot of cool things to chat about, actually. A lot of injuries to talk about.